Joining me now to talk more about this is Nick Cake, criminal defense lawyer. First off, Nick, thanks for coming back to the program. Your reaction to this sentencing?
Well, hello again, Renee. I mean, I think it fits, right? As we talked about the last time I was here, whatever the Crown asks for, whatever the defense lawyer asks for, ultimately it's up to the judge to make that decision, balancing, as you said, the aggravating and mitigating factors and coming to that sentence of 11 years.
Now, this isn't exactly what the prosecution wanted, but do you think this sentence is good enough?
I think that it's a just and appropriate sentence. Again, when you look at what a judge has to do in relation to balancing the circumstances of the offense with the circumstances of the offender, and you come up with a sentence there, I think the judge did exactly that. I think it's a fair sentence. 11 years in jail is a very long time for anybody, especially someone who is in frail health and someone who is, on the end of their lifespan, so to speak. At 83 years old, to go to jail for essentially the first time is going to be a drastic change in circumstance, and it's going to be a difficult sentence. 6.7 years remaining, as you said, it'll be close to 90 by the time the sentence has been served.
This took a very long time. Was the sentence worth the time it took to get here?
Well, I think that depends who you ask, because ultimately I don't think any of the victims will think that this is, quote, long enough or that it was worth it. But that is because ultimately it's very difficult for the criminal justice system to bring justice to victims. Is it worth the wait from a justice perspective? I mean, again, the system worked. There was an individual who was accused of a crime or crimes. They had their right to have a trial. They exercised that right to have a trial. They were convicted, and then they were sentenced. And they were sentenced to a proportionate sentence, which is what is required by the criminal code. So I think the question of, was it worth it? I think it depends who you ask.
Now, Nick, I want to move briefly to another sentencing expected today, and that is the Coots blockade sentencing. What can we expect from that?
Well, I mean, ultimately here, as I understand things, the individuals there were convicted of lesser crimes. They weren't convicted of that conspiracy crime, but rather just of weapons crimes. And so the judge is going to be sentencing them, again, based on the circumstances of the offense and the circumstances of the offender. That proportionality scale, no matter what the crime, that proportionality scale is mandatory. It shall be considered and it shall be applied by the court. So the judge in that case will look at who these people are, what it is that they did, who was affected, and ultimately then come up with a proportionate sentence.
That is our time. Nick, thank you very much for once again being here today. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Have a great day.
You as well.